Greetings, comrades. Welcome back. It's Workers and Resources, and we've got a plane. It's landed, and this is actually probably the 6th or 7th time it's landed. And it's got 13 tourists, so we're starting to get a little bit more interested. I'm hoping that that means we're doing well in terms of catering to their needs. Take a look at Fedora's stand really quick here. I've planted a bunch of trees because they love trees. They like to look at them, and they love nature, and that gives makes our ratings go up. At least I think it does. So we've got lots of people walking around in here now. I'm not entirely sure exactly how many tourists we have, but as long as these buildings have staff, not this one, as long as these buildings have staff, the hotels have staff, all that stuff is happening, right? And some of these are missing some goods. This one said one tourist was able to get electronics. I'm hoping that that gets worked out because this store has electronics. I'm auto buying them for the time being, just until I can get them routed in here. But there are some buildings that cannot get here to this store. It looks like anyway. There's a couple of buildings that can't. So I'm going to put in another small shopping center. And I'm going to kind of maybe put it over here somewhere. The hope is anyway that we won't have to, have this work for tourists. It's going to be just for the locals kind of thing. But I don't know. We'll see. Depends. Maybe I'll put it over here. That might help. Yeah, we'll put it over here. That might help it to be... Ooh, actually, if I face it this direction, I can get like a warehouse or something over here to connect with it. Yeah, maybe. Let's put this down, and we're going to go ahead and have the road kind of work its way like so. Connect that up. We want one with streets. I'm going to go ahead and build that, actually. We want one with streets that's going to head this direction, or... Yeah, probably this road can just go here. We can have them build that with resources. It's not important. And then I just want to get a couple of things. We're at 16 adults living with their parents, but this number is declining. It's starting to go down. We're giving more places to live. It's just a matter of time before they move in kind of thing. So shopping center, we're going to build it. And I want to get this walking path just kind of around like this, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. And we'll hook it up like that. Okay, so this is going to let them get here, work here, etc. I think for the time being, I have to get electronics auto-bought, but everything else should be good to go with the distribution network, provided we just add it to the grid. So we'll just add this, add to the grid, to the system, whatever, right? We want these to be added. So these trucks should head out their way and do things. I've got 4 total refrigeration trucks. And they're going to be handling the meat and stuff. So with 1.1, I guess, million rubles, I would like to do 2 things in this video. I want to get this train station running and getting these workers to work because there's 179 of them waiting. Currently, I have buses coming to this station to deliver them to various different places through here, as well as delivering them to the control tower, which is allowing us to at least fly that plane and get tourists in here. And then tourists can come over to here and, they're told anyway when they land to come over to here. Now, I had to make one change to this. The fuel, it's working, all right? But it doesn't work directly connected to the airport. It's kind of strange. Factories pull resources in from passive storage. We see it at the nuclear plant, which I could see as a LOD, like off in the distance. Very cool. We see it at every factory connection we have. Passive storages, the places will pull them. But this doesn't directly work with the fuel. It's not like the airport needs the fuel to do what it needs to do. So it doesn't look like it's actually pulling it in. For that reason, I had to install a pump. So this is actually configured like this now. This pipe comes through here and it pumps, and basically we're pumping it out of this and directly in with the pump like that. And that of course fills the tanks for the airport, which then allows the planes to do their thing. And then we have the reserve tank for all the planes there. So that's just the way that had to be. But the good news is, knowing this, I could replicate it over here. I didn't know it at the time, but I could replicate it over here. So this one is just a basic old storage right now, right? And we have this, which is going to be the drop-off point for the fuel, so they'll load fuel into this. But now I need a pump to pump it into this. So let's go ahead and get my underground pumping station And I kind of put it right here, I guess, but there's no road connection there, so I don't really want to do that, actually. So I suppose we'll hook it up like this. Yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit of... Well, maybe it'll work. I could put it here. This might work, actually. Yeah, why don't we try this just to see if that angle's too extreme. If I go like this, will the pipe connect to this? Too sharp of an angle. Okay. So I'm going to put it off just a little bit more. It's got to be an underground one, so I'm going to try it. We'll try it right here instead, if it lets me. Yeah, I don't think it's going to. Like, the infrastructure thing, right? I think I'm going to redo this instead. So I'm just going to pull this away, and I'll put the pump, line it up where I want it, which I guess is going to be... It'll be kind of wherever that pipe will connect to, I guess. That does not connect. Interesting. Wow, that's too extreme, huh? I feel like that's not too extreme. I mean, you can angle more than that, right? What about if I go straight? Oh, right, I need an above ground pumping station for that. What if I do that? What if I get an above ground pumping station for this? Is that also too... Yeah, right there. Now I can see the line being drawn for me. I like this better. So we'll just go about like that. Now that pipe's going to do this, and then I can take it from this, stick it underground, and bring it over to connect to this. So then we'll just need to dial this back, I guess. So you're not directly connected here anymore. Instead, you're going to be connected like this. And then you're there, and you're there, and then this pipe then needs to go through and connect up like so. Okay, build that instead. All right, now, if I had known this ahead of time, I might have went ahead and just had this tank be a reserve tank for both airports and just installed the tank here. That would have saved me a lot of money, but I didn't, and it is what it is. So the pump is going to pump it into the planes. All right. So we've got plenty of tourists. There's obviously a lot of capacity for more, but there's 1 in there, 4 in there, and they were, for a little bit, they were unable to get electronics and stuff, and I guess not a hospital either. Really? Did I forget to make a hospital? It appears as though I've forgotten to make... No, there's a hospital right here. There might not have been staff at the time at the hospital. I need a lot more people in here, which is... why I'm thinking of just inviting in some tourists. 87 people live in this one, though. Okay, wait a minute. Now, some people are moving in. We got some people living in some of these buildings. This isn't just being brought in on the buses anymore. Like, I've got a couple of kindergarteners in this, even. Nice. These houses are still abandoned. Whoa! 156 people live here. Can you get to the... You can get to the store. There's another hospital right here. I think you guys are just mistaken. Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't think you are. Hang on. Ah, the road connection's not done. That would certainly hinder their ability to do their job, wouldn't it? Yep, there we go. How's that sound? Sorry about that. We'll get that corrected pronto. I just need to... We have some doctors, but not regular staff. They might go in and work now. But I need to get to ambulances. We'll just get a few... Whatever, just get a bunch. It doesn't matter. And now we should have some staff in here. I think I am going to invite a few people from the Soviet bloc to come and live in this building here. Just to kind of get them in here. So they should, spread out and, work in all these different places, and that should be fine. Okay, so yeah, it's 28,675. I still want to bring that down. Now, I had money. Hopefully the train will do its thing wherever it is, and I'll get some more money there. But I wanted to do a couple of things. I want to get a meat train because we've got meat. I don't know if we're using a bunch of it. There's 50 units of meat in here, only 7 left here, but that's because there's some meat trucks, right, that are pulling from these two. So these two will always be lighter than the other two. 12 in there, 7 in there, 36 in here, yeah, 50 in here, nice. So they're always going to be lighter because there's a dedicated meat truck, right, that's coming out, taking it out of those two and putting them into this. So this is always full. And that's for the purposes of getting it accessible by this so that those trucks can do their thing, right? And I'm actually curious if I did the thing. Are we going to pubs? Yeah, we're going to pubs here. So I need you to add that and add that to your system, please. Okay, so you can see that the rail is being built. It's coming all the way over here, and we're kind of merging on this point here. So it's just a matter of time before the rail is getting on it. They're almost to the road, which is kind of cool. I've kind of reorganized the lines right here just to kind of get it out of the way. And now the train line's going to come through these two posts. I would like to get this to curve that way and hook this up as a loop. But in order to do that, I really need this out of the way, which means I need all of the trains that use it to be electric. So that would be... I'm not entirely sure if there's any trains left. I do need to go through my trains and see. I don't have enough money to replace them right now, or to replace any of them that's there, but I want to say that there's another passenger train that comes this way that is still... No, I guess not. I really wish there was more variety in electric trains as well when it comes to passengers. We do have trams. And I have one tram right here. I went ahead and bought a tram. So this is basically, it's an electric train that has passengers, right? Here, I'll show you. But I added a car in the back of it, right? So I'll show you. You go to train set, and that's where the cheaper ones were. Although now there's only two options. Nice. These years and expirations, right? We're going to lose this in 93. But the trams, these are passenger trains that are not full sets. So these are expensive, but they come with higher capacities, 325, 330. And the trams are passenger trains that have lower capacities, lower cost. And then if you have extra passenger wagons already, like I did, like I still have one extra passenger wagon right here, right? So if you have extras, then, a tram could be a good fit for you because you just get it and then you're good to go. All right, so I also connected this route right here so that my coal trains or anything like that could go back to depot really easily if they needed to. My coal trains are all electric now, and I've actually made it a little bit longer. So we can see the main coal train is here. It has a capacity for 1,000 tons of coal now. It still sits here and does nothing until it's completely unloaded and then goes back and does it again. This is to keep our steel up, which we're doing pretty well with, although I don't have a whole lot of workforce here because the workforce is kind of spread out. So what I'd like to do today also is get more passenger trains, maybe this one here, and I can get this one to have a route that goes straight through to over there. The problem, though, is that this line is still disorganized. This train line here, it doesn't work. You can't go from here directly across. And I would really like to have a proper T-junction here with 2 tracks going every direction, including here. And to do that, I'm going to have to probably make this a medium field instead, because I got these too far back. We'll see. There's a very short period where it's only one train. And it's not that big of a deal to me, but because there's not that many trains that go through here, right? At least there isn't supposed to be. But, where there's a will, there's a construction train with a way. It's just going to sit there forever, dude. This train is going to sit here forever. Hang on. Can I get you to just go? I don't even know where you're off to. Where are you going? You're going to go that way, right? I mean, you really should be going that way. You stupid construction trains. They're so dumb. Oh, good. You're an idiot. Okay. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. You there, clothes train. I would like you to go back. Yeah. And turn around and go this way so that you'll hit this train and make it despawn. Goodbye, you stupid thing. I really, 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 really want to be able to control construction trains and tell them where they're allowed to go and where they're not allowed to go. I just really, really want that. They're so dumb. Okay, I'm going to let it run a little bit, and then I want to show you what I'm doing over here, because you're going to see there's more fields happening over here. and we're going to put in another agro farm over on this side. So I'm going to walk you through that too. It's because this is almost done, all right? We're so close to having this full place up and running and operational. Look at all of this. These lots of buildings, they're all done. There's a couple of storages that need done over here. There's like a little factory connection things that need done. Maybe the next export, I can just go ahead and pay for a lot of this because some of this stuff is, it's still 175 and 21,000. Some of these are really cheap and I can just, like these are really cheap and I can just go ahead and have their, and just complete it so that the construction crews will focus on the more expensive ones, right? And then there's other things like these pipes and everything that can be done. That was an autopilot thing. I didn't mean to do that. All the pipes and stuff underneath, for the most part, are done. This one here has got a little bit of work left, it looks like. Yeah, another 9,000, fine. This one here is 27 grand. I can spend a little bit of dollars on that one and finish it. And so we're almost ready, right? It's very, very close. So what I'd like to do is get the agriculture going. It won't happen this year. It'll happen next year because it's too late to plow to sow the fields now. But if we can get it built for the winter and get it up and running, and then we don't need workforce for this because we have the equipment. We'll have all of this all funneled into a cargo train station that will have access to a lot of crops. And then a train will come in and pick up the crops and bring them over there. And that's it. There's one train that will come from here and bring it over there. And that'll just be the way it is. Yeah. So that's what I'd like to try and start doing. And then I maybe get some gravel there if we need it. But I don't know if we need it just yet because I have to get this thing up and running before I know how much gravel we're consuming. So yeah, it's going to take a bit. Might take, I don't know, probably till January or something. But we're going to have it done. And we started gathering up the crops again now, which is nice. So give me a quick second. Let me let this thing go. Another plane moving out there. Look at all the tourists coming in, huh? Ready for the... Yeah, you. Why don't you go back and pick up the passengers, huh? Turn around. Can trams do that? I don't think trams can turn around like that, can they? Trolleys? I don't think they're made to turn around. I want to say they're not. I don't think you can just do that. But, yeah, maybe. 27 tourists. And then they can pass by each other? I doubt it. I just don't think that's doable, man. I think that this game lets the trains do... I mean, if they can do that, then maybe it's viable to have them running all over here. Because the reason I didn't do the trolleys was because it's like they're on one path. They can't do U-turns or anything, but apparently they can. It's not entirely out of the question. So, okay then. I'm going to take one of these tankers. Since that's full now, I'm going to have you have a different stop instead. I want you to do it here instead. I'm going to have you unload this, and then you're going to wait until unloaded here. Okay, so now I want you to go to this stop instead, and then we're gonna finish this so that you can push. I'm gonna pay for this so that you can actually get the fuel started there. Okay, that's gonna do it. So let this run for a bit. We're making money on the export now. That's nice, and I will be right back. All right, so we've had a whole bunch of exports, and we're basically at the point now where I think I want to go ahead and remake this rail area. I really don't like it. I'm gonna pause really quick, although looks like I gotta let the trains that are already using the area use the area, which is a problem because this one's already doing stupid things. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it's gonna wait, and it waits back here so that it's out of the way over here. But I need everything to get out of the way, basically. It's going to be very difficult because there's lots of trucks that go through here and everything. So I think what I'm going to do just temporarily is go like this. And that will force the trucks, at least, to use a detour. Right? So at least we won't have the trucks. They're gonna go that way now. And honestly, I probably should give them a detour. I might give them a road that connects. Oh, they already have this. They already have this. Let's just upgrade that really quick with rubles. So I can, I didn't think I still had gravel roads, but I did. All right, so these trains kind of in the way. We're going to make this a lot more fluid because this area is, it's not I don't want to say it's a problem area, but it really has a lot of potential to be a problem, especially with these construction trains. I don't think, is this one? Oh, this is the Gorod-Stali. Okay, Gorod-Stali East. It's over there. Yeah, somebody told me it would actually be Stalingrad or whatever if it was really Russian. I was like, well, you know what? Google Translate, okay? I don't know what it is in Russian, man. I don't know. So since I got it backwards, I might as well go backwards with everything. So that's Gorod-Stali East. This is Gorod-Stali North, etc. Okay, Gorod-Stali doesn't apparently have a west. There is no west, Gorod-Stali. Who knew? All right, so we're gonna redo this. Now that there's no trains using it, I think it'll let me tear it down. So we have 2.7 million. Let's tear it down. And we're gonna reimagine. We're not really gonna reimagine anything. I mean, we're just not reinventing the wheel or anything here. We're just gonna do something that I should have done a while ago, right? So let's pull this back to about here. I'm getting rid of the signals that way too. Gonna want to pull back pretty much everything in this area. We can get rid of this road up until about there. It's probably fine. Pull this road back to about here. Let's get rid of all the train tracks. At least, you know, all the way back. We're just gonna scoot them, you know, scoot them way back. Make up all new connections here. There we go. All new connections. I guess we're gonna have to redo this now too, but this one can be done with rubles. We'll let that one go. This one, I think, is probably okay, but I want to see if it's possible to get it connected further in, like really connected in here so there's only a very small portion that's one rail. That way, if I do have to have something wait, it's at least, it's a long train or something, it's waiting without being in the way. Okay, so we want a four-way intersection here. We need to be able to have basically any train that's on any side needs to be able to go any direction it wants, right? And that's what we had, but it looked messy. I want to clean it up. So let's have this come out. I actually almost feel like swerving it, you know? Like this is a kind of a curved thing already. What if I dip this way and then make it arc out? That might look better. Let me see what happens. We're just going to tear the whole thing out. Let's go. Tear it out right there. This is, I don't even like this cross, honestly. Let's pull that. Just get rid of it. Got it. Come on. Come on. Yep. Just keep clicking. These little tiny sections I can't. There it goes. All right. So let's see. If we were to have this one go curve just a little bit, maybe go this direction. Oh, we don't want to build with rubles yet. So let's get rid of it. And I want to see like those big white lines so I know where they are. So go about like this. There we go. All right. So let's have you do that. And then these rails, we're going to bring these back. And then you are going to go out like this, let's say. That direction. Yep. And then you are going to go, if we angle you like that, we can have you go that way. Same thing like that. Okay. And then we're going to have you go straight across. And I guess we're going to have you, yeah, meet up the side like that. And then you can come straight across like this. Okay. From there, we want to be able to go like that. And like that. We want to be able to go like this. And we need to do this in a way to where there's a lot of stopping room, right? Like long trains, like this is not a lot of stopping room. But the idea really is that every train that wants to enter the intersection will stop right before it, and they don't have to like deal with. Yeah, so it looks like I'm gonna have to. Oh, maybe this will work. Oh, it almost did. I just want to, as far in as I can go, right there. That's as far as I can go, I guess. Okay. So I need to give you a little bit of room. Ooh, that would have been. Ooh, that is nice. Yep, right there. And, aw, man. There's just too much clutter here. You know? What about starting here? Can I start here and go? No. How about right in front of it? I mean, it's got to have, there's got to be some point where this will work, right? Just keep it. Hug. Give it a hug. Okay, I mean, it started to look good, and now it's looking messy. There's got to be a better way to connect these up. Let me just take a look real quick. You can kind of see what I'm doing, I think, but let me just take a look real quick and be right back. Okay, so I've got this one looking kind of good. I had to make some straight lines, and I think these little curves right here are probably the reason why it's not working for me. Trying to do these fancy curves like this. So if I make it a bit more straight, I think that'll let me do it with a bit more, well, I think it'd just look a little bit better if I did it. So if I went like, say, this, yeah, just a slightly straighter line. So maybe, you know, come out a little bit, but about like that. And then this comes over like so. That looks pretty good. And then this one here, we want it to be able to go that way. So it needs to be able to curve this direction. We don't think we need it to go that way, but like the option, well, actually we need trains coming from this side to be able to get there. So I guess we'll have you whip around. We'll have you, ooh, that doesn't look good, does it? No, doesn't look good. This looks better. Looks a lot better, actually. And then we'll have you just go a little bit further and just a little bit further, and just like I'm trying to just get right in there as quick as I can, man. Looks like that's gonna do it. So back it up one. Can I do it? There we go. Okay, so that's in. And then there's the difficult one, and that is the how in the world do I go straight across, right? I suppose there is, well, I suppose there is like the, this needs to go that way kind of thing, right? So still have that one. And then I suppose if this side wants to go there, which is definitely going to happen, we definitely have a need for that. So we want you to go like so. Yep. I mean, this kind of looks the same as it did, but it also doesn't. It's got some extra, well, it's got some extra in it. It looks better. I think it looks better. Now, the real question is, am I going to be able to get this to go straight? And I feel like this is good enough. I feel like that goes straight. Oh, hang on. I just had there's a spot here. Yeah, it just doesn't look good. What if I had it merge onto this? You know, like it kind of came onto this track. I think that's probably the way to go. What if I have this come onto this track, and then this one goes onto this track? Like, does that look weird? It works. It certainly works, and I think it'll work a lot better than the other one did. I think so. And then we give right away to here, because we need to get people away from the station and get the trains out of here. So we give the ultimate right away, I guess, over to here. Basically meaning we chain these three sides, and we just let this other side go. And so if I was going to do this, where are the roads going to be? Because the roads have to come in at the correct angle, right? And that is a tricky one, isn't it? I can get to here. Oh, wait, well, never mind. It's not as tricky as I thought. Nope, it's actually pretty easy. Pull this back, and then we just curve it like that. Wow, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be on that road. So is this my, is this what we're doing? It looks, yeah, it looks okay. You know, to be honest, I really kind of do want to go further on this side because these trains crowd the place, right? And kind of want to go further this way. So that would make this shorter. That would make these tighter. And I think that's the way to go. Give me a second. I'm going to dig around with it just a little bit more. Okay, I decided to go a little bit tighter. And this is what it ends up looking like. So it's not like a perfect cross or anything, just because of like the slight angle that these things are at. It's not at 90 degrees or anything. But I think it looks a lot cleaner than it used to. And most importantly, I think this will work significantly better, especially bringing this rail out a little bit more, giving these trains just a little bit more room to move, get them away from the station because this is really busy. This is going to help, I think, a lot more. I'm going to hit this button. Whoa, before I do that, though, let's make sure the road, because I did move this train track back just a little bit more. And part of me actually wants to move it back even further, but no, I'm gonna let this be. I'm gonna take this across. That works. And then this is gonna go straight across here now. Yep. And then this will hook up like that. And then this will get upgraded. And that's what we're going to do. So I'll build the road. And all the trains are lost. They're just like, dude, I don't know what to do. What am I going to do? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to spend $725,000, a little cheaper than the last one. And we're going to let the track build, and then we need to do signaling. So the whole thing needs to be re-signaled. Okay, so we've got these are going to come in very good, and it's really basic, honestly, the way these are signals. I think we're just going to go chain here. Chain on this side, let's say here before the road. Yep, right here before the road. Okay, let's get rid of that signal and this signal. We'll go ahead and signal that as a clear. We'll go ahead and signal that as a clear. We'll go ahead and get... this one's going to be chained. So this one's a little bit of a weird one. So what I need to do here, because if the train stops right here to wait for this... God, if I just had a little bit more room, it might be worth tearing this down and building it just a little bit closer just to allow this rail. Because I don't want to make the field a medium field. We'll play it as it lies. We're gonna have a chain here to stop a train going this way, and it will get chained up to that already. This one's going to just let go. If you're here in this area, I want you to keep going. I think that's what we're going to play there too. Next, on this side, chain it up there. And that should be good for the chains. Well, no. If you're in here, I want you gone. I don't want you to stop here because then it might obstruct a train going here. And if you stop here waiting for things to clear and it's a train going this way, now we're in a situation where this train will not clear the intersection and you can't go. So we have to make sure if there's any train heading this direction on this track, they go before everyone else. So I'm going to leave that completely signal-less. The problem with that, though, is it might encourage... No, it shouldn't. I was going to say it might encourage a train to go that way on this track, but it really shouldn't because there's no way they can. The only train tracks that are leading into this one are train tracks that are already heading in the opposite direction. So it can't do that. Trains can't do that. So we want regular signals to mark a clear here. We want to mark this clear. We already did that. That's already marking as a clear over here. That's a pretty far clear, but yeah, it's a really far clear, but it should work. So this is our intersection basically. This purple area, and if you're in the purple area, you go. Period. I wish this was different, man. I really wish this one was different. If I mark an extra signal like this, I just feel like this is going to create a lot of problems. If it does, we'll look at it, but I feel like that creates a lot of problems potentially. But okay, so rail's done, and I seriously, we should see a lot smoother operation in this area with trains being able to flow through here however they want and stop where they're, so they're not in the way, all that stuff, right? There's the food train going in. We already had the passenger train mark in. This one's going to come all the way over. And it can't stop here, so it's going to wait on this. It basically waits on the bridge. And it's out of the way of the station when it stops on the bridge. So it's like the perfect height to just chill here without being in the way. All right, so again, this should be really helpful. I should see trains coming through here a lot more fluidly now, and I don't want to see any nonsense where there's a train stopped and it's technically in the way of another track anyway. I don't want any of that crap. That's just bad. It looks to me like I can maybe take this road across too, because there's a bus lane through here too, and it might help with traffic just a little bit. So if I was to go like this and just hook that up, that might help with some traffic too. But there we go. We've got everything seems nice now. I like this a lot. Whew, cleaned it up. Okay, so over here, it's August still, so we got time, and they're actually already on the site building this. Wow, really dwindling down the costs already. Love it. We're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fields so far. These fields also are getting harvested, but they're getting harvested by this, just to keep those steady crops going. Okay. The rest of these, though, are going to get harvested by this one, and this one is dedicated to the chemical area. So we're going to have... I really want more fields. I think these electrical need to move, and I don't know where to put them. I mean, part of me wants to... Yeah, I don't know where to put it. It's a mystery to me. I guess I could uninstall this, move it back, and I could just... Well, I mean, we could actually bring... Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. No, we should totally do it this way. This is expensive. Damn it. I hate all the expenses. They're piling up. That's what the money's for, right? Is to just make really rapid changes. So these electrical wires, I don't like them. Pause. We're going to get rid of these so they're not in my way anymore, at least on the fields. And we're going to bring it all the way back to... Well, it's not letting me... Come on. Bring it all the way back here. We're just undoing and redoing. It's a redo. Oh gosh, maybe that'll be the name of this episode. The big O redo. I think we can all agree that that intersection looks a lot better than the last one. It's important. Gotta make it look good, right? All right, so we're gonna take the high wattage line. I'm not entirely sure why I deleted it, because I'm just gonna have to remake it anyway, but yeah, whatever, it's fine. 57K, at least get that hooked up again. And then we're gonna have, whoa, hey camera. We're gonna have this all come over here. So for this, since there's already a switch and stuff here, we're already like, switch culture is in full effect over here, okay? So let's just get rid of this. And we're gonna pop another switch there. Wait a minute. Oh wait, never mind. It was just connected there, dumbass. Okay, go like that and like that. And we're gonna take this that way. So I'll build this plus this. Okay. Now, how much power am I gonna need out here? This whole system was hooked up, I think, to the 15s. And I don't mind doing more 15s. I would like to, however, take that away, take this away, and then run the 15 up the rail line. Maybe not. Well, I don't think it needs 15. It's too expensive. Maybe we just run a 10. Well, it's going to all of this, right? It's not just feeding into this little bit here. It's feeding into the solar area, and then that's facilitating power throughout. So it's not a complete waste, but I'm most likely going to get rid of this within the next couple of episodes, honestly. This whole setup is probably going. I know some of you are a fan of the solar, but honestly, it's in the way, and this area needs to be fields. And the technical services office can probably stay just to let, this be all snow-free or whatever. I'm okay with the helicopters being here because they're kind of centrally located and everything, right? They're sort of equidistant from everything. If I could go back and do it over again, I'd probably put this closer to the steel. And to be fair, I got room right here to have another helicopter construction office. So I could very well put more helicopters down here, and having more of these offices would probably be a great idea. So I might look into that soon. But I think for the time being, I'm just going to run the 15s. Screw it. And I should have probably put this down here more, but yeah, I should probably move this. It would cost me less to tear this down again and rebuild it over where I need it than it would to... it would actually, to be honest, it would actually cost me less if I didn't tear it down at all. Just left it there, but whatever, it's fine. Let's go ahead and just connect this again. Okay, so I want to put this now... I guess it's going to be right here on this switch instead. Okay. Finalizing. I'm not changing my mind again. Okay? There'll be no mind changing here. It's not going to happen. All right? You have my word with my fingers definitely not crossed behind my back right now. Absolutely not. I mean, how else would I move the camera and the mouse at the same time? See, this proves it. All right, 15 going up this way near the tracks, but not too close. Need a train station to be over there, so we're gonna go above, over, loop, swoop, and pull. There we go. Call it good. Build it, and I think you're connected, aren't you? No, doesn't look like you are. Can't connect different types of wire. What? Oh no, I overpaid. This was a 14, not a 15. They look so similar. It is, at this point, cheaper for me to... crap. I really wish it was easier to tell what they were. This is a 14. You know how it'd be easier to tell what they are? Would be to come from this side, right? Then you could really confirm what it is. If you come from the side that's already made, then you just know. So now that we've blown through, like, what, 400,000 rubles making wire, we can continue. I might as well blow some more on this agro farm. Sure. I'm going to let that go, though. Like, honestly, they're going really fast building that, right? Especially the work days are counting down really quickly. There's a lot of people on site. I'm actually surprised that I didn't put in a tower, a crane in the nearby construction station, but oh well. Oh, look at the little bulldozer. I'm completely fine with those things running on their own. Oh yeah, it's very fast. Cool. Okay, fields. I want them to be... Oh, see, train's waiting too long. Hang on, what did I do? Oh, this is over here. It's that coal train again. Oh yeah, it's dumbass trains. Okay, this is the part where I go and say, hey there, Gorod Stali to West Charlevant's train platform train. You're so awesome. Yeah, you're so great. We are going to replace you because you are a fuel-based train trying to refuel, and I don't like you. 395 is how many passengers you're currently going or moving. We're going to go with a train set. 325 is what this has. Then I'm going to add this car to it. And that's going to give you even more passengers to bring. We're going to take this route, copy it to this train, and then send this train out and about to where you're supposed to be, basically. And then you get sold. Goodbye. Ta-da! That's how that works. It's all changed. Now I don't have to think about it anymore because the refueling station over there, we don't have to worry about it. Train's being stupid. Okay, so once again, fields. Let's take, and I think I'm going to go a long ways with this here. So we're going to go like this. I could go back to back here. Yeah, you know what? I mean, it's already at this angle, right? So why don't we just embrace it? Probably should start from the road just to make sure we're lined up correctly. Ooh, this is like different angle than the road kind of thing. Right here. Yep. And then right here, make sure there's no yellow lines, yellow dots. Otherwise, we might like encroach on the other field's territory. Right here, yep. And just get rid of the yellow dots. Like that. Good. Flip it over. Line up the yellow dots so they're all in a nice line at the same time. There we go. And we want this to be presto. Look at all these big fields we're gonna use, man. These are just, this is agriculture to the extreme. Oh man, this is a more creative version of farming sim. There's actually been a surprising number of people that wanted me to try farming sim. That's impressive to me. I mean, isn't that, I mean, look, I don't want to judge. I'm not one to judge here on what people like, but isn't that incredibly boring? I just gotta know. I mean, you're just, I realize it's relaxing. I get that. And to play it wholeheartedly, okay? To play it, probably a good time. I play Truck Simulator, right? I used to do that every asterisk, every Saturday on Twitch. My Twitch, by the way, linked in the description. We used to do that all the time. And we still okay, I can't even say semi-regularly anymore, especially if I can't even use the pun semi-regularly anymore. But, you know, every once in a while, we're going to go back to doing that, right? And, I get it. To play it, it's good. But to recommend that I play it is the same as recommending that you think people would like to watch it. And so now I've got to wonder about you guys sometimes. You want to watch farming sim? I feel like, okay, it's good to play, right? There's a lot of games out there that are like that. And I was concerned that this was going to be one of them. It definitely did not turn out that way. There's a lot of games that are really fun to play. Really fun. Awesome games to play. But they don't do well for video at all. they're just not going to do well on YouTube. Farming Sim is one of those games. It's got to be, right? I don't know. I mean, maybe evidence would prove otherwise, but I just feel like it's got to be. I don't know. We're going to do a medium field here. And if I do a medium field here, a portion of the back corner there is going to get dropped, and I think that's okay. So a portion of that in the backside is gone. Do small fields through here, which, you know, is a lot of little things there. I don't think it's worth doing small fields. I think we'll just do the medium and we'll turn it at an angle like this. Might as well put the road closer to the agro farm. About like this, I guess. Yeah, about there. About there. All right, we're gonna get we'll get a gravel road that goes this way, and then the regular road will go there. And then this meets up. This is already dirt roads, good. And then I go back and do more fields, right? So this agro farm is probably not enough, to be honest. So let's go ahead and get 2 agro farms. Yeah, we're gonna get 2. And what I'm hoping to do here is very similar to what we did before. Okay, we're gonna get this to where it's, let's say, you know what? Let's just do 3. I don't think you can have enough in this situation. 1. Oh, screw it. Yeah, I think 3, definitely. And then we're gonna need a gas station, fuel depot, whatever you want to call it. It's a gas station. This is a diesel station. Hi, gas station. Yeah. We're gonna put this right here. And we're also going to put another one over here somewhere, I thought. Oh, man. Back in this back corner would be sick, wouldn't it? It's pretty far away. I think we're going to have 2 of them. We'll have one. I need this road to wrap and connect, so around the oil fields. So what I need is for this road to go... Oh, you're not connected? Really? Oh, let's fix that. There you go. There you go. Okay. I want you as a big road. Yeah, I want a big boy road. Goes this way. Up like that. There we go. And mark it. That's going to be wrapping around. We put another fuel station here, I suppose. And in order to get the fuel... Yeah, because I can't put any fields here, I don't think. Well, can I put a medium field here? I can put a medium field here. And still fit a gas. Oh, I can do this and fit a fuel station. Yeah, I totally can. So we'll go like this. Flip this over, and we'll go like... Honestly, a big field will fit here now, won't it? Sure will. Right here next to that oil rig. Yep. And then in this little bit here, I suppose, we'll put the gas station. Oh yeah, it fits right there. Good. Just need it to not interfere with the field. So it needs to be right like that. Oh, wait. Nope, that fence is straight. We're good. And then over here, probably need another one. Getting these to have fuel is going to be tricky. But I'm going to have a fuel train. Somebody talked me into it. I just don't have it done yet. I got things to worry about. I got a lot of things to worry about. Look at this. It is so close to done. Somebody said it looked like a tree. It kind of did when it was being built, right? Like when it was all laid out, and there's the tree trunk, and then you had all the little brown branches sticking everywhere. I can see it. Yep, for sure. All right, so I think for now we'll just have the 2 gas stations, but I'm going to need to provide this area with fuel. There's a lot of oil here, and we're already pumping so much oil into this area. I could probably have a truck bring fuel from here, load up fuel from here, and bring it over here. This is like an ongoing fuel thing, and then we have a distribution center bringing it to all these other buildings. We already have a distribution center over here, don't we? Sure do, and it has the cisterns, so there you go. In fact, I don't think it's connected to enough things, so when these things are built, I can just add these to that, and that will literally do exactly what I just said already, because these are already programmed to go over there and get the fuel. So there you go. Okay, so agricultural expansion, rail redo, and, you know, it still happened. This stupid train, as long as it is, this coal train is going in here because it doesn't have I don't have the waypoints. So I have to give this thing waypoints so it doesn't happen again. And then this thing would work just fine if this wasn't stretched all the way into the mid zone there. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. Like the video if you like it, subscribe and all that if you haven't already. I hope you will. I really hope you will. And I'll see you again tomorrow, the next day. I don't know. I don't know when it's posting. See ya. Bye.